Welcome guys to Untitled TV with the brand new Samsung Galaxy NX here in Berlin. Preview before the IFA. We have the brand new $1,500 camera here in our hands. We'll unbox it now, of course, for you guys and show you some of the features of the software that we already showed you, maybe even in London, but of course now it's a finished product and will be available soon. So let's just unbox here this little fella after telling you guys a little bit about the technical details. That is a little bit now, as you can see here, taped over with some paper. We have a 4360 milliamp battery, crazy 18 to 55 millimeter lens inside, LTE built in with up to 50 megabytes of upload speed and I think 100 megabit per second download speed, which is of course crazy, but you can also use it with 3G, 2G and anything else you want. We have an APS-C sensor inside, which is of course nice because it's quite big, and we have up to 101 fast hybrid face detection points built in, which is I think the most compared to Nikon, Canon and other companies, and of course built-in flash, built-in micro SD space, and of course Android 4.2 Jelly Bean is also installed. Otherwise the camera is also called the EK-GN120, so Galaxy NX 120 you could call it also. And let's just put it down and take it out of the box, which is not too big for this expensive camera. So the first you will get is some paper to read, and there's not only paper inside but a full version of Adobe Photoshop Lightroom 5, so you don't need to buy it. It's really built in here, and there's a serial number here on the back, on the bottom, which I will not show you of course guys fully here, but otherwise we have a quick starter guide built here inside, which you can read in some paper, and otherwise there is nothing here. The next thing could be the camera that you can take out here in a nice little leather jacket, which is good for carrying it around. Of course there's nothing to really hold it or anything, but it's good for just putting it in your backpack or anything like that to carry around. But there is of course no lens right now, so let's just put it down and get to the lens first, where we have of course on top here a little sun protector here, which you can put on the front like this. You know that already from cameras, but otherwise, of course, this is the standard 18-55 millimeter lens with autofocus, FN button here. Let me just close up to that so you can see it quite nicely. So we have an autofocus here, FN, intelligent function here, and you can of course take off the back cover, where you can see now that we have, of course, optical image stabilization also built in, and here the nice little dots for connecting, and it's made in China. Where else? Just put it down. Next thing, you can stay up close here, is the little charger, USB charger of course here, 2 amps at 5 volts output. You already know this charger from other Samsung smartphones. And also in the box, of course, for the charger, the micro USB cable, nothing special in black. The camera is only available in black as far as I know, no white or pink version in Europe that will be available. And also here a little leather thing to put around your neck or anywhere else that you want to use it. And it only says Samsung, not Samsung Galaxy NX or anything like that, only Samsung. So that's all that's inside the box, so let's get to the camera. Here it is. As you can see, Galaxy NX says it right away on the front. We have here a little detector here for distance. Otherwise, here the little button to put on the lens. I will do it of course in a few seconds. Let's just first check out the camera here up close. We have the little flash button, so the flash could pop out manually if you want to. You can change here for the lens, but you can look also through here the thing for people that have bad eyes and don't want to use their glasses. Then on top we have here the hot shoe. You can just take this out. You can put here in, of course, another flash or microphone, anything like that if you want to, but there's of course stereo microphones built in right here and there. And then of course the on and off switch, the settings button, which you can rotate easily like that, a video record button, and of course your camera button, which has two press points, so you can really just focus and shoot. On the sides here, the two little straps to put around the strap on your neck, 3.5 millimeter connector for microphone and headphone, and of course here micro USB for charging and micro HDMI, which of course says it again here on the opening. On the bottom we have the 4360 milliamp battery already built in, and this is where the micro SIM and the micro SD goes in also. And one of the best features of the Samsung here, you cannot really break this away, since this has this nice little smart feature to open it 180 degrees. That's a smart thing to do. And of course also on the bottom here the connector. So I can just take off the foil on the back here, and then we could go through the menu, but let me put on the lens first by taking this off, taking here the NX mount off, red to red, flip, and we are installed. So once you turn on the camera by pressing the power button, you can see here we have standard Android Jelly Bean 4.2 installed, which is of course quite fast. We have hardware inside of a Samsung Galaxy S3, you could say, and with a 4.8-inch screen and HD display, not full HD, but otherwise you can see here standard Android Jelly Bean actually installed. If you want to shoot a photo, you can of course search for the camera button here, but you can also just simply press the camera button here. And then you can see we are right away here in the camera menu, and just have to take the cap off, and then you can shoot your first photo right away. And now the best thing about the Samsung Galaxy is of course all the smart features. Here we have mode, and then you can go to expert, smart, auto, or my mode. In smart mode you have all kinds of intelligent things that you can choose from here, from light, phase, fireworks, and so on and so on. But you can also tell the Samsung camera to just give you some examples, 5 that they would tell you to use, and then you can just choose from that. Now for example I can just say I want a drama shot, and then all I have to do is press this in and it's selected. But of course you can also do all of this via touch, so I can just go here to smart, browse around and touch, and then you have right away your feature there. You can start a video right away, you can shoot your photo here, or of course regularly here via the hardware button. Of course there's more settings up on top. Yeah. Not so easy to press from the other side, so you can see here all kinds of other settings. And you can of course easily set these up, but it's like with any other smart camera by Samsung. And you can go back here to the setting, to the home page, and of course select for example your browser or your game that you want to play. We have standard Android Play Store here, and you can for example just select here Chrome and start doodling around, or checking out websites, endeavor.com, YouTube, or anything else that you want. And it's of course quite fast with a quad-core 1.6 GHz processor and enough RAM. And now if I just want to shoot a photo right away, I just have to hit the camera button, and bam, the camera app opens and I can just shoot my photo. So this is quite amazing, quite nice. And one more thing before we say goodbye here, just auto mode. You have here this little arrow on bottom where you have right away some kind of Instagram-like features which you can choose from, and they're all live, as you can see here, which is of course also quite nice to have. And there's really quite a lot of different shooting modes. So thank you much for watching. This was the short little unboxing and hands-on of the brand new Samsung Galaxy NX camera here from Berlin. My name is Balazs Gal. Till next time, please tune in again. Thank you much for watching, and this was Endeavor TV.